Is Narcoossee's the best restaurant in all of Walt Disney World?
Let's see.
We are back at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa to partake in part 5 of our top 5 series, dining at all of our favorite restaurants in Walt Disney World and trying to find the very best. This is the last one. It's Narcoossee's. We've already dined at California Grill, Flying Fish, Chico,
Topolino's.
Yeah.
This is the conclusion
Yeah.
and the end of Jason's 6-week birthday celebration. And this was the hardest reservation to get.
Yeah, hence why it's the last one. It's also part 2 of our Grand Floridian series. We're actually staying at the Grand Floridian next week, thanks to one of our members. And we actually did a video coming out right before this on Monday, going over the new food at the quick service restaurant, but this is the food at Narcoossee's. Narcoossee's is a restaurant situated on Seven Seas Lagoon. So it's on the resort grounds of the Grand Floridian, but it's not in the main building or the main dining hall where you'd be able to find Citricos or Victorian Alberts. You have to kind of walk outside, and it is seafood based, right?
It is. And I am not a seafood eater, but I did still find the food, the non-seafood options last time we were here to be really good.
Yeah, I got an ocean-inspired charcuterie board.
Yeah, you love that. I think that was a 10 for you last time.
Yeah, well, that charcuterie board was actually produced by one of the former chefs of Victorian Alberts, which helped curate the current menu of Narcoossee's. We have a previous video on Narcoossee's, and it went over the refurbishment that they did. We were very impressed. Before we started this little top 5 tour, I think California Grill was our favorite, but I think right now Topolino's is beating everything out. At the very end of this video, we're going to rank our top 5 restaurants in all of Walt Disney World. I'm excited. I'm really excited for this meal because I feel like this could be the best one. I think it's situated in a nice spot too. Man-made Seven Seas Lagoon. There's that Disney history right in there. Has beautiful views. Yeah, of fireworks and Cinderella's castle as you dine. So those like atmospheric elements really add to the dining experience for me and help elevate it. So we will see where it ranks, and just so you know why we're not including like Victorian Alberts or some other restaurants on this list, I feel like Victorian Alberts is kind of out of the equation for a lot of people that come to Disney World.
Definitely out of my equation.
Yeah,
so.
We've never dined there before, so we can't put that on there. Citricos, I've dined it by myself. I thought it was very good. I didn't put it in the top 5, but we're actually going to have a video on Citricos when we stay here.
And also the other places on the list we've been to frequently, so we felt like we could really judge them based on all those experiences that we had prior to. So
maybe we'll make a little leaderboard, and if we try other things we think could possibly be on the list, we'll add them to that. So, all right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
And if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Join us for our dinner at Narcoossee's here at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. Last time we were here, we took the monorail. This time we were able to park because we have a dining reservation. Unfortunately, sometimes they make you park like across the street. Valeting can be up to $39, so it's pretty expensive. They do have these nice like old antique cars as you walk in. The exterior of the Grand Floridian is meant to look like the Hotel de Coronado over in San Francisco. And as we were walking in, we actually see some custodial artwork. So you can see Donald Duck right there. I always love the attention to detail out here. They have these old gas lamps because it's supposed to be a Victorian era resort. You can see these old antique benches that look pristine. And look at the detail on there. So nice. All right, so let's experience the Victoria era elegance of the interior. So beautiful as you walk in here with this marble floor. They have stained glass ceilings, chandeliers, and you can see some characters actually in the marble. They're kind of hidden. Right here as you walk in, you can see Pluto greeting you. Then to the right next to check-in, you have Mickey Mouse. To the left, you have Minnie Mouse. Top left, you have Goofy. Then top right, you have Donald. Looks like he's going to pick up that piece of paper. We have to head kind of to like the back left, like over here, and then outside to get to Narcoossee's. Second floor is going to be the area where you can find Citricos and Victorian Alberts. We're excited to dine at Citricos. We've never been there.
I've never been. First time.
All right, we have to head past the Sandy Coves gifts and then outside. Before we head outside, you'll see 1900 Park Fair and the Grand Floridian Cafe. We have reviews on both, so I'll put them in the description of this video. All right, so we are going to have to head straight out. All right, you'll walk out and see this fountain. You'll have to bear left and this walkway right over here. When you see this map, you can actually just kind of follow this road up, and you'll see Narcoossee's kind of in the back over here. This is where we walked in right here, and then we kind of walked out here. Here's where we are now. and then our Narcoossee's is right up there. I never realized before that you can actually see Cinderella's castle kind of peering out in the back left as you walk up to Narcoossee's. Towards the left of Narcoossee's, you can actually find the boat launch to Magic Kingdom. Great views of Cinderella's castle from here, as well as Space Mountain, the whole park pretty much, and great views of the restaurant too.
See the lightning by Space Mountain?
Oh yeah, it's coming this way.
We gotta get inside.
All right, let's head into Narcoossee's. Some nice patio furniture out here. Hello. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We are checked in, headed to our table. Looks like kind of like beach house vibes in here. Situated at a beautiful table with a beautiful lady and great views of Magic Kingdom Park. You can actually see the castle. Let me try to zoom in for you guys. It's too blurry, but you can see it. To the left as you walk in, you can see some of their signature wines. And right above that, you can see kind of a painted beach aesthetic. The entire area is meant to look like a beach house. You can see some shutters seated or like placed right above where you're dining, and the bar, which is kind of like the central location, has some nautical theming above that as well. Everything has like these blue hues. Another thing I noticed is that they literally stole the silverware from Flying Fish. Same silverware. Let's break the menu down. First thing I'm seeing is an Narcoossee chilled seafood platter. $139. Comes with a lot of different things. If you're a seafood fan or with a family of seafood lovers, this seems like the thing to get. And there's two things on me that are speaking to me. The buttermilk fried calamari, $18. Brisket and ricotta tortellini, $17. Now it's either between this or, not the shrimp and grits, but the shrimp and grits looks good too, $19. Then they have the summer tomato and chickpea tart. And this is the other thing that's speaking to me. The ocean-inspired charcuterie board. Last time I gave this a 10. It's $28. Comes with 4 different things. I remember it being so delicious last time. And of course we got the lobster bisque. It's 100 degrees outside, but I got the lobster bisque over at Flying Fish. One of my favorites of all time with that brandy in it. This one has butter poached lobster. And you have the romaine and hearts of palm and the local citrus and goat cheese salad. After that, of course, we have the entrees, and I don't know what to pick. They have the filet mignon surf and turf with lobster tail, Gulf shrimp bucatini, blackened redfish. I think this is what I got last time. Prime New York strip steak, red wine glazed salmon, milk brine pork chop. This is what Sam got last time. Remember, she wasn't too impressed by it, but it was good. Roasted vegetable paella, and plancha seared scallops and Parisian gnocchi. This sounds really good too. For enhancements, we got the plancha seared scallops, the charbroiled Gulf shrimp, and the butter poached lobster tail. For sides, we have the loaded mashed potatoes, which sound so good. They have glazed pork belly in them, wild mushroom risotto, and then sweet and sour Brussels sprouts. Now let's break down the wine menu. Now, I'm not a drinker or a wino, but I always like to show this so you guys know if you are. They have the Disney family of wines here, wine, sparkling, champagne. If you want to pause it at any point just to see exactly what's on here. Then on the back, they have these specialty cocktails. I'm not a really big gin fan.
I've heard that this is great.
Really? Oh, we got to get that one day. Yeah, some interesting stuff there. They have an old-fashioned sangria. Then they have some zero-proof cocktails. So this is less than 1% alcohol for zero-proof cocktails. They have this lemongrass tonic. Everyone's got the pink London spritzer. Agave Garden. I feel like this is like the standard Disney mocktail. Below that, you can see the beers, which seem pretty standard. They have the grapefruit beer you can actually find in Epcot, Bud Light for Bud Light fans, Samuel Adams. Then I actually got the non-alcoholic beverage, which is the strawberry cucumber spritzer. They have some featured pours here as well, which I think are similar to the ones that we saw at Narcoossee's. Louis VIII and his line of things. Remy Martin Visop, can't pronounce that.
Remy Martin.
Oh, Remy Martin. And then these are some of the featured pours for you guys. All right, so they're starting off with some house-made sourdough breads. And this looks just like the sourdough we used to get at California Grill, right?
It does. No longer.
Yeah, no longer available there. Now it's like these Parker rolls. This doesn't have an interior, though.
I didn't do that very gracefully. It was kind of hard to pull.
And then this butter has some sea salt on top. I think it's Himalayan sea salt.
It's not very soft, though. Tough.
This isn't a house-made butter. They didn't milk the cows themselves.
It's so warm, though. The exterior is beautiful. It's very nice and crispy.
So I think best bread service so far, Chico, right?
It's unique. Like, I love a good sourdough, but Chico's bread service, I just think.
I would also say Flying Fish.
They do, yeah, because I get that from that bakery. This is really good, though. It has a really good sour flavor. It's extremely soft on the inside. Nice exterior. And it's nice to have like an actual bread service and not like a tiny roll. expensive.
Barker House rolls.
I'm gonna give this a 9.
Wow, so it's Jico level then. All right, so this is the strawberry cucumber spritzer. It's got strawberry, cucumber, lime, agave, and soda water. This seems like a true mocktail, like no alcohol at all, but much different, I feel like, than what we've seen at most of the Disney-based restaurants. And very strawberry forward. I like that cucumber too. It takes away a hint of that sweetness. I like it a lot. And because they use soda water, not soda, not very sugar heavy, I think it's a good refresher. Freshens your palate, getting ready for that nice sourdough bread and the ocean-inspired charcuterie board because I had to get it. I will give that a 9. That's a solid mocktail. I think one of the better ones that we've had out of the 5 places we've been to. So the appetizers are here. I got the ocean-inspired charcuterie board, and Sam?
I got the brisket and ricotta tortelloni. So it has parsnip, brown butter, and sultana raisins. I had this last time. They were really good. And I'm missing the wontons that they used to have at California Grill.
Yes, you can only get them at the bar now.
It's like the best thing on the menu.
Also, it just started, I wanted to bring this up, pouring outside. I'm not sure if you can see the water just pouring off the side of the building. You can't even see the park anymore.
They're super tender. The ricotta is super creamy. And it's nice, like it's a nice combination of savory with the brisket and then the sweetness from the brown butter and the raisins. They're really good. I highly recommend getting these. I'm gonna give them a 9.
9, wow. So two 9s so far. Not a 10 quite yet, but we're only 2 dishes in. All right, the lobster-inspired charcuterie board. Lobster sausage, ahi tuna pastrami, that's gotta be this one. And then the octopus capicola. So this is the octopus capicola. Scales. This is the exact flying fish silverware and a very similar flying fish aesthetic. I'm wondering, because we heard Bob Iger is a huge fan of flying fish. I'm wondering if he was just like, hey, let's just turn Narcoossee's into flying fish of the Grand Floridian, which I'm not complaining about. We love flying fish. I think my favorite last time was the lobster sausage, right, Sam?
It was. I'm
gonna start with that this time. I'm gonna start high. Let's see, it comes with like a little goo at the bottom. As you all know, I'm a goo aficionado. Fremont lobster is like good lobster. It just kind of like falls apart in your mouth. And it really kind of lends itself to almost all the spices that go into a sausage because it adds a unique texture to it. Not chewy, kind of a melt in your mouth type of sausage. For just this part alone, I would give that a 10. I really love it. Let's now try the tuna pastrami out. If you like tuna and you like pastrami, you gotta eat that. That's another 10. It's just like, it's like a tuna pastrami had a baby, so I don't know how to describe it. Okay. Now let's try
octopus capicola.
I'm not sure if this is a spicy thing on top. Let's try to get all the flavors in here. All good. The octopus capicola is the weakest out of all of them. For me, I'm giving the whole thing a 10. It's so unique to be able to have charcuterie and it's also seafood. I don't see that anywhere. Genius idea. This is one of the most unique things you can get about here. The views too. I'm already incredibly impressed. Bread service is amazing. Views are beautiful. This thing is an absolute 10. If I would rank them in order, I would say lobster sausage is my favorite, then the tuna, and then the octopus capicola. But they're all great. I'd give the octopus capicola like a 9. And I want to get this every time I come here. I want to try out some other appetizers next time. But this is just so unique and I feel like I can't get anywhere else. I just keep going back to this, and it's for good reason. So this is the romaine and hearts of palm salad. Pecorino Romano, black garlic, feuilles de brick, probably not saying that right, cured egg yolk, and fried caper vinaigrette. This looks very good. When I saw like a little special salad, and I knew I got the lobster bisque from Flying Fish, I feel like I had to try at least a salad or a soup here. This is kind of soup weather though, even though it's hot out.
The shaved parm looks really good.
The egg yolk is so light. The vinaigrette adds this good type of like vinegariness to the dish. And then you have the sharpness of the parm. These are my favorite like side salads on property. Without a doubt. You have to try it, Sam. I'm gonna give this a 10. This is probably my, like, as far as side salad goes, not like, you know, I wouldn't eat this for a meal. But side salad, it feels so elevated, so fresh. Pecorino with like the sharpness and the caper vinaigrette. It's just so good. I had to go 10. We got this to share, so Sam's gonna try it out too.
Wow. That is really, really good. It's super fresh, super crunchy. This is actually garlic, but I like also the texture from the shaved pecorino. I agree with your 10. No, this is a very well done salad.
Yeah, I think all the side salads we've had in these past 5 meals, this is definitely the one that stands out the most. And I've never very few times I've eaten a side salad that I said I got to get this again. This is one of those. All right, so dinner is served. I got the plancha seared scallops with gnocchi, and Sam, you got the New York strip.
And it comes with potato mash and rainbow vegetables, and it has a demi-glaze.
It's a lot of steak on here too.
Now Frank is going to be very happy to have some of this.
It's Frank and Jay. You got it medium rare. It looks cooked perfectly medium rare to me.
It was presented beautifully. The demi-glaze tastes like a very elevated steak sauce. Has a little thickness to it. The meat is incredibly tender. It's a really good cut, and there's a nice sear on it. The mashed potato, wow. Super buttery. Just the way mashed potatoes should be. Another 9.
9? Why not 10?
It's not, I like the flying fish.
Flying fish is just better.
The béarnaise sauce and the crust on the New York strip at Flying Fish are just, for me, like, are perfect. This is amazing, but it's not that.
All right, so plancha seared scallops and Parisian gnocchi. Peas, tassel ham, truffled Mayer lemon cream. So this is the ham, I guess, right there. There's the gnocchi. There's a little mushroom in there, too. Trying to get all the flavors in one bite. I got the snapper last time, and I wanted to try something different. So I went with this. Trying to get everything on the fork.
And before you said that I didn't care that much for the pork chop, but that's not true. I did really like the pork chop last time.
Very good. Creamy, light lemon flavor. The gnocchi is small. It kind of like melts away. The scallops are high quality.
Fresh from the Seven Seas Lagoon.
I wouldn't eat anything out of the Seven Seas Lagoon. Don't eat any of that fish. This is good. I like the red snapper more. I still think it's very good though. I'm gonna go 8. Snapper, I think I may have gone 10 with or 9. This is again very good. It's just not blowing me away. I think the fish is very high quality. All the fish dishes here are exemplary. I think your steak was exemplary too. The bread was really good. The salad was really good. Everything has been really good. I just, it's not like a flavor explosion, just very high quality fish, good gnocchi, so a solid 8. We have retrieved the dessert menu. Let's take a look. The 2 things that Sam and I got last time are the almond crusted cheesecake and the hazelnut chocolate bar. I can spoil this for you, we're gonna get them again, they look very good. Then they have this berry pavlova, which I'm sorry, it keeps getting blurry on this camera, has yuzu cream, pineapple bavaros, comes with like a buttermilk ice cream. And they have these after-dinner cocktails. Supposedly the salted mascarpone espresso martini is supposed to be very good. They also have a tawny Manhattan. All right, so dessert is served. I got the chocolate, or the hazelnut chocolate bar. We've also at each restaurant been telling them that we are celebrating something. Usually my birthday, but this one we told them that we just bought a house, because we did, and we are dining here celebrating that we just bought a house. And we wanted to show you guys that if you're celebrating, this is what you can expect to get. So it looks like we got a little congratulations type of chocolate, and then these 2 little chocolate-like ganache coins. We'll try them out in a bit. And Sam, of course, you got their almond-crusted cheesecake. I think we gave this a 10 last time. It has a little hidden Mickey right there on top, too.
This is an iconic dessert, in my opinion. It's extremely beautiful. The plate is kind of like a seashell. There's like the coral to go along with the coastal theme here. And there's also like Lambert cherry sauce, and then of course this beautiful almond crust, the little pearl Mickey.
I remember saying this is my favorite cheesecake outside New York last time we had it.
I'm really excited.
It peels beautifully too.
You must get this. If you like cheesecake, you must get this. It's so sweet and creamy, but then you get the texture and a little bit of saltiness from the almond crust. And the cherry sauce is so good. It's a 10.
Wow, another 10. It's a lot of 10s today. All right, so this is chocolate sponge cassis ganache. So it's the hazelnut chocolate bar. Before I have this, why don't I try out one of these? Let's see what you get to celebrate here at Narcoossee's.
It's a congratulatory chocolate.
I feel like I'm getting citrus. No, blueberry.
That was not what I was expecting.
Very good. Very truffle, nice little things. You already got dessert. Yeah, I'll give that an 8. Pretty solid. This is a work of art. Look at that. A little caramel right there.
And this is vegan.
With a chocolate hazelnut dessert, you want a good crunch in the center. Because it has the hazelnuts in it. It has that. Great filling, good texture. You can see there's texture all around it, hazelnuts in it. Big hazelnuts inside of it. This is very good. And then you got the nice butteriness from the caramel. I'll give that a 9. I mean, it's not like the best dessert we've had in this top 5 was at Topolino's Terrace, right, Sam?
Yes, the chocolate cake. Molten?
Yeah, it's really good. But this is very good as well. The biggest disappointment through this whole journey has been Flying Fish getting rid of the chocolate breach. That may have been number 1. It may have put Flying Fish over the edge, but I can tell you they're not number 1 right now. Because without chocolate breach, I just can't put them there. Before we head out, I wanted to show you guys their outdoor patio. This is kind of the area we were seeing when we were seated. I couldn't get a clear shot from where we were seated, but this was our view from our seat. Honestly, I think outside California Grill, the best view that we've had at a restaurant since we started this series. If you had dined here at any point during the night, you could come back and stand on this outdoor patio and actually watch the fireworks from here. It's probably one of the best spots to watch the fireworks outside California Grill. And towards the back, you can actually see the Polynesian. This was actually your view, Sam. You can see too, to accentuate that boathouse theme that's actually on stilts on the Seven Seas Lagoon, this restaurant. When you look at the rest of the Grand Floridian, it's on land. All right, our time at Narcoossee's and subsequently our top 5 best Walt Disney World restaurant series is over. Sam?
Don't ask me anything.
Do you want to start with number 1 or number 5?
Number 5.
Number 5. So,
California Grill.
Yeah, and at the beginning of this series, California Grill was our number 1.
It's really fallen from grace.
Seriously.
They gotta get rid of that prefix menu, and also it just. I was thinking back on everything we've had at all 5 places, and it's just nothing from that meal like stood out. My filet was good, but like nothing stood out.
The bread used to be really good. They used to have these like short rib wontons that we've given tens to in the past. Those are gone. The bread there was gone. I would say for me, I had the signature like pork like shank that I had. That was very good. They've had that for years. The Valharona cake there was very good. The views there are bar none some of the best. And when you have the fireworks go off there at night, it really is one of the most atmospheric restaurants you can dine at, which is why it was so high up in our list. We take atmosphere and service in high regard, and I think it's got some of the best service here.
It does. It still does have amazing service.
Yeah.
And you can't take away its history, and you can't take away that view.
Yeah, so that's why I still think it's in our top 5, but at least as far as the cuisine goes in this experience, it was not there, and they've taken a lot of great things off. So that is definitely number 5. Number 4, it was hard for us because I think all of these were really good. Jico, we slipped in at number 4. Service was amazing. The experience is bar none some of the best. I think
cultural representatives really make it there, and the aesthetic.
Yeah, I think the thing with Jico is that it's very far from the other parks, so that kind of brings it down slightly. And I also think that you don't have any noticeable views of theme parks, and you're at a theme park resort, so that's always going to boost the numbers up a bit. Still, service, dining, unique atmosphere, the wine list if you like wines.
Very beautiful, colorful dishes.
Yeah, really good. Number 3 is Flying Fish. That's purely for the cuisine, the aesthetic, the atmosphere, the boardwalk. Flying Fish is incredible.
The Béarnaise sauce. That New York strip is my favorite steak on property.
It may have been number 2 or number 1 if they still had the Cocoa Breach.
Yes.
We had to knock them down for getting rid of the Cocoa Breach. But bring back the Breach, and maybe you'll go off the list, Flying Fish. Our number 2, so now we're teasing you, because what's 1, what's 2? It was this meal, Narcoossee's. And I think there's good reason why it's so high on the list, but there's also good reason why it's just not number 1. The situation of this restaurant, beautiful. This was the best view outside the California Grill view that we had of theme parks.
I actually think this is even a better view than California Grill.
Yeah?
I just think it's gorgeous. I love how it wraps around, and there's just like windows all the way around. It was raining. We were seeing the lightning. The parks look so beautiful in the rain.
You won't get sun in your eyes here, I'll give you that. I do want to say, though, that when the fireworks happen, people will go out in this patio area, which will block a view if you're trying to watch it from your seat.
It feels very intimate in there.
Yes.
And I think it has a beautiful bar.
Yes, the bar is beautiful, and above the bar they have this vaulted ceiling. Very nice. I think the reason it doesn't go to number one is while the service is great, it was exemplary. We're not knocking the service. If you dine it at even like California Grill, Chico, like they're scraping the crumbs off the table. They come over multiple times. The servers here, we experienced this last time we were here, I feel like they're serving so many tables, it's hard for them to pay proper attention to each table. That being said, service was great. The food was amazing. That's the other reason why it's number two. However, Topolino's Terrace obviously is now our number one restaurant if you can follow along.
Number one spot, baby.
So with Topolino's, not only do you have the atmosphere of it being at the top of the Riviera Resort, you don't have views of Epcot from the restaurant itself, but on the back patio you do. And then I just think they have some of the best restaurant servers of all time. Able to describe each dish to perfection, the flavor profile, everything there.
Very knowledgeable, very personable every time that we have been there.
Upscale, intimate atmosphere.
The rigatoni.
Yeah.
I dream about the rigatoni.
Fresh made pastas in-house. It just feels like unique. It feels special. I think Narcoossee's are too. They could flip-flop, honestly. But I think just as far as all of these experiences we had in this series, Topolino's is number one and Narcoossee's was without a doubt number two. That being said, back to Narcoossee's. What was the best thing that you ate today, Sam?
Oh my gosh, the cheesecake.
Yeah, cheesecake was really good.
You need to get that cheesecake.
Cheesecake was the best sweet. I think for me, the best savory was the ocean-inspired charcuterie board.
That is such like I don't eat seafood, but that is such a creative and inventive dish. The bread service was amazing.
Yes.
My appetizer was amazing. My entree was amazing. Dessert all throughout, very good.
So this is the leaderboard. These are our top 5. We're going to put them on the screen right now. Walt Disney World restaurants. Now, if you have a restaurant you want us to add to this leaderboard, if you want to add a number 6, a number 3, a number 2, maybe push some things down, add some things up, let us know in the comments below. We are open to eating a lot more food if you guys don't realize. So
saving up. Just bought a house. Maybe we should go back to quick service.
Well, I think this will help the channel grow, you know?
Yeah.
So.
No, it's research and development.
Yes. So, and let us know what you thought of the series. Let us know what you think the best restaurant you saw in this series was. And if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out to the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm. Helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
The days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. We had some luck today with the rain.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like, it didn't start raining until we sat down. We had just like incredible views while we were dining, watching the rain come down, all the lightning.
Pitter patter on the water.
And now it's over, and like it just looks so beautiful, and it just feels so calm and peaceful out here.
People you see strolling up on the screen are our members. We have membership tiers for as low as $1.99 a month. If you want to check them out, we have differing perks on each tier. We appreciate all of our members. We just want to give a special thank you to them and their generosity, but also want to extend another thank you just to anyone who likes, comments, subscribes, engages with this video, views in any way. It really helps push this video out here and helps us to be able to make more of these videos. We feel so incredibly lucky to be living in a place like this and being able to create entertainment for anyone who's willing to watch.